Hey everybody, it is the last day of VEDA 2015! Yay! Woo! It is an auspicious day, and so I decided to put on my black tie and do this upright. As promised, for the last day of VEDA, it's going to be a Q&A day. I asked for 10 questions, I got 5 questions right off the bat, and then at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon I was starting to get worried, so I went ahead and posted to Facebook, hey guys, no more questions, and my sister and Randy went crazy on my Facebook account. I'm not going to be able to answer all of those, but I am going to pick out the top 5 of those, and then the 5 that I already had, and we're going to have some good times. But considering the questions I have and I want to give good answers, I'm going to throw out the 4-minute rule for today. It's the last day of VEDA. We can bend the rules a little bit, right? It's okay. Besides, I'm wearing a tuxedo. When you wear a tuxedo, you can break the rules. And without further ado, let's put some A's on these Q's. First, from Randy Peterman. I like your videos. Thanks, Randy Pants. Will you do a View Him video every week in May? No. VEDA has definitely been a learning experience for me. I never thought I could do it daily. Number one, I didn't think I had the self-discipline to do it. I'm very proud of myself for doing all of VEDA and not missing any days. On the first day of VEDA, I brainstormed on my phone all these ideas. How am I possibly gonna come up with 30 videos in 30 days? I have to have more ideas. These are just some of the ones that I didn't use. So I have lots of ideas here. I have more ideas outside of this. I definitely think that I have the creative ability to do a daily vlog. I just don't have the time or really the desire. Really? I'll wait for the airplane to go by. I apologize for the air traffic. I don't know, they just picked right now to start flying past my window. So VEDA wasn't hard for me creatively, VEDA was hard for me physically. The biggest thing is that it took away the time that I would normally spend with Tammy in the evenings, and I just really didn't like that. Will I do VEDA again in August? No, definitely not. Will I do it again next April? Never say never, but I don't know. Randy also asks, what's the most important element of any video? I've said it before, I'll say it again. A video must be either entertaining or educational, and it must be short. My niece Kendra asks, what has been the worst punishment for you to do on YouTube? The lemon juice challenge was bad, but nothing will ever beat the smoothie punishment. Thank you, Sabra. Which brings us to the first question for my sister, Sabra. Did you ever pretend to be sick to stay home from school? You know, I was always inspired by the TV shows and the movies where the kids got away with that, especially Ferris Bueller, which came out while I was in middle school. I just never felt like I could outsmart my mom. She was too sharp. Losing Laura asks, Avengers? Trent answers with a video response from 2 days ago. Zen Runner hit me up with a blast from the past from the godfather of video blogging, Zay Frank. What is your secret power move? For the neophytes out there who don't know what this means, I'll give you some links.
Sports racer, racing sports. What is your power move?
Now obviously I can't show you my secret power move without being kicked out of the League of Awesome, and I can't do that. But here's the redacted version. However, I can show you my not secret power move, which has been a recent development. Here's another quick one from Randy Pants. What's the best sci-fi show you've seen? Well, Browncoats Unite, Wash Lives, Firefly. And now one from Louise Martin. Best shirt ever! Well, you know, she's from Australia. My Australian is so bad. What is one thing that you've always wanted to do, but for whatever reason haven't done yet? When I was 4 years old, instead of a bicycle with training wheels, my parents bought me a plastic molded motorcycle with training wheels. So when I was little, I would run around our house pretending I was riding a motocross bike. If you look at my channel, you'll see that I do have some motorcycle off-roading videos, but the one thing that I've always wanted to do and haven't done is race a motorcycle. Tammy's not real excited about it. Now I'm starting to get old and fragile, so the window might be closing a little bit, and I'm not talking about motocross particularly, more like some cross-country enduro racing. I would love to do that. One more from Randy Peterman. What is your favorite whiteboard quip so far? Now this takes a little explanation for those of you who have never seen my blog. Dating back to my first job as an intern at Hewlett-Packard, I have always had a whiteboard in my cubicle. And on that whiteboard, for years, I wrote a quip of the week. They were usually some really weird quote taken out of context, maybe from a TV show or a movie. Sadly, with my blog now defunct, the whiteboard quip of the week has kind of gone away, but I still have hundreds in the database to share. I just need to figure out the right way to share them. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo to the category on my website so you can go back and look at all the whiteboard quips. Now, to answer Randy's question, my favorite whiteboard quip has been and always will be the first one that I posted on my blog. If God had meant people to run around naked, they'd be born that way. And now for the last question of the last day of VEDA, a twofer. So my sister asked, did you ever have an imaginary friend, and why did you talk to yourself so much as a kid? My two older siblings were so much older than me when I was growing up that it was kind of like being an only child in a family with 3 kids. By the time I was old enough to play, they were both in middle school. So I learned pretty early to entertain myself, and most of that was with my wild imagination. The best present my mother ever got me was a Fisher-Price tape recorder that I could talk into and listen back. It's not like I really have a love affair with my own voice or anything, although with the YouTube thing you might think so. So in answer to your question, Sabra, I was not talking to myself. I was doing the voices of all the Transformers and all the Green Army Men and all the G.I. Joes that were having a battle in my room. Duh. And so that brings to a close VEDA 2015. Whew, it's been quite a ride. Thanks for riding along with me, and look for the next Work From Home Friday video. It'll be coming along soon. I'll see you then.